morning, everyone. We have already completed our annual course revision. That is, we have completed the revision work of history, lesson number 5, rulers and buildings, and lesson number 10, 18th century political formation. Both the lesson of history which are coming in annual course, we have completed the revision work. Then we have also completed geography, lesson number 6, natural vegetation and wildlife, lesson number 7, human environment settlement, then lesson number 9, life in the desert. These three lessons which are coming in geography annual course, we have also completed the revision of these three. I hope you have understood history and geography lessons, all the question answers nicely. Now in civics, we have completed lesson number 8, the shirt in the market, and lesson number 9, struggle for equality. Both the lessons we have completed our revision work. I had made you clear each and every question related to these lessons. I hope everybody has understood. Now, the last lesson, that is civics lesson number 3, which is included from our previous course. Civics lesson number 3, which is included from our previous course. That is how the state government works. How the state government works. Now, this is also included in annual course. How the state government works. Civics lesson number 3. I hope you remember. Now, this lesson, last revision is remaining for this lesson. We'll discuss all the question answers. I'll make you clear each and every question just now. Now, first question of this was, how is the governor of the state appointed? How is the governor of the state appointed? Now the question will be, how the state of the government how is the governor of the state appointed? The answer will be, the governor of the state is appointed by whom? By central government. So the governor of the state is appointed by the central government. क्लियर? सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा गवर्नर जो होता है स्टेट का, उनका अपॉइंटमेंट होता है. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन वाज, हाउ विल यू डिफाइन अ लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली? हाउ विल यू डिफाइन अ लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली? लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली को आप कैसे डिफाइन करोगे, कैसे बताओगे? What is legislative assembly? Now for this, the answer I had given you was, a legislative assembly is a place where all the MLAs from the ruling party as well as opposition meet to discuss various things. Clear? Again I am repeating, the legislative assembly. Legislative assembly एक वो जगह है जहाँ पर जितने भी MLAs होते हैं, members of legislative assembly, that is ministers of legislative assembly, चाहे वो ruling party के हों, चाहे वो opposition party के हों, दोनों तरीके के मिनिस्टर्स वो कुछ भी डिस्कशन के लिए मीट करते हैं, मिलते हैं. कहाँ पर? लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में. So a legislative assembly is a place where all the MLAs from the ruling party as well as opposition meet to discuss various things. कोई भी problem issues discussions होते हैं, वो सब legislative assembly में होते हैं. And in this, MLAs from the ruling party as well as opposition party, both the parties ministers are present in the meeting to discuss the things. Clear? Third question was, what does the term majority mean? What does the term majority mean? The answer I had given was, majority is a situation when more than half the number in the group supports a decision or an idea, as the word majority indicates. Now, what if in any particular decision we have to take, means we have to sort out the problem, we have to take a decision for any problem, we ask for the majority. Why? Because majority means इट इज अ सिचुएशन, वो एक तरीके की सिचुएशन है, वो कंडीशन है जहाँ पर आधे से ज्यादा ग्रुप एक ही आइडिया को बिलोंग करता है या सपोर्ट करता है. So that is called as majority. Again, we'll repeat. Majority is a situation when more than half the number of the group is total जो number of the group है उसका half of the number of the group supports more than half, not half of the number but more than half. Half बोल देंगे so that will be equal, means decision, uh, equal ideas of the both the groups, but we will say that more than half, आधे से ज्यादा मेजर लोग जिसको सपोर्ट करेंगे वही मेजोरिटी के रूप में कहा जाता है. तो मेजोरिटी इज द सिचुएशन व्हेन मोर देन हाफ द नंबर इन द ग्रुप सपोर्ट द डिसीजन और एन आइडिया. Now, assignment 2 was also given of this question lesson. Lesson number 3, that is, what do you know about wallpaper? Why do people in a democratic setup organize meetings? And who is the head of executive? These three questions we'll discuss later on. First, we come to the notes. Use the term constituency and represent to explain who an MLA is and how is the person elected. Now you have to write it down. And the appointment, how or election of the MLA, how the MLA, member of the Legislative Assembly, is elected. And for that you have to use the term constituency and represent. Now, first, we will give the first part answer, that is, a state is divided into many electoral units called constituencies. Now, during the election time, one state is divided into many electoral units. Many subdivision of the state is there. It is called as constituencies. People of each constituency elect their MLA, और हर constituency का जो लोग होते हैं, वहाँ के एरिया के जो लोग होते हैं, वो वहाँ का MLA, member of legislative assembly, अपना elect करते हैं. The member of legislative assembly. Now here we have used constituency word. That what is constituency? That it is an electoral unit in which state is divided during the election time. Now the represent. The member of legislative assembly, that is MLA, represent the people of his constituency in the legislative assembly of the state. And whenever the legislative assembly is there of the state, in that legislative assembly, the member which is chosen from these constituencies, they represent their people, the people of their particular area. Clear? So that now we have also used the word represent. So both these words we have used, terms we have used, that is constituency and represent, to explain who an MLA is. That is, first of all, constituency means the state is divided into many electoral units. That is called as constituencies. And then people of each constituency elect their MLA. The member of Legislative Assembly, that is MLA, represents the people of his constituency in the Legislative Assembly of the state. Then the second part of this question, how is the person elected? Now, how is this person elected? MLA. So MLA are elected directly by voting. MLA is elected how? Directly by the voting from a set of candidates who stand in their respective constituencies. हर constituency पे अलग अलग candidates खड़े होते हैं वोटिंग के लिए. वहां से ये MLA को डायरेक्ट वोटिंग के द्वारा सेलेक्ट किया जाता है. Now, candidate who secures the maximum number of votes, जिस भी कैंडिडेट को जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसीज में अलग अलग पार्टी से जो खड़े हुए हैं, वहां पर जिस भी कैंडिडेट को नंबर ऑफ वोट ज्यादा मिलेंगे, he or she has been declared as a winner and becomes the member of legislative assembly, और वो member legislative assembly का बन जाता है. Again, I am repeating the second part. MLAs are elected directly by voting from a set of candidates who stand in their respective constituencies. Candidates who secure the maximum number of votes is declared a winner and becomes the member of Legislative Assembly. Clear? Now next, I hope this all these questions are clear. Now these assignment two questions. What do you know about the wallpaper, and why do people in a democratic setup organize meetings, and who is the head of executive? Now we are going to discuss that. So what is wallpaper activity? First question. A wallpaper is an interesting activity through which the research can be done on particular topics of interest. So what is wallpaper activity? It is an interesting activity. And what type of interesting activity? Through this wallpaper activity, uh, research can be done on a particular topic of interest. Whatever you are having in interest in particular topic, on that research can be made, and wallpaper, you can use the wallpaper for that. That is an activity. Here again, a wallpaper is an interesting activity through which research can be done on particular topic of interest. Clear? That means you can make posters, pictures, and every means related to that, drawings and all, whatever topics of your interest is. Then next is next question was the answer is they do so to voice their opinions and protest against the government if any of its action is not in their favor. So why do people protest against the government? That was the question. Why do people protest against the government? So they do so. The people protest against the government to voice their opinion. वो अपना opinion रखने के लिए against the government if any of its actions is not in their favor. अगर कोई भी action government का उनके लोगों के favor में नहीं है, उनके खिलाफ है, it is not fruitful or beneficial for the people. In that case, people raise their voice against the activities of the government, and they protest against the government if any of the action is not in their favor. Clear? Now, third answer is the chief minister is the head of the executive. So the question was, who is the head of the executive? Who is the head of the executive? The chief minister is the head of the executive. Clear? Now, next question. How did some MLAs become ministers? Now, the MLAs, how MLAs are elected, you know. Now, how these MLAs, some MLAs are becoming the ministers, you have to explain that. After the elections, a political party whose MLAs has won more than half the number of constituencies in the state become the ruling party. Now, first and foremost, we have seen that MLA is elected by the direct election process. And then after the election, the political parties whose MLAs have won more than half of the number, that is, more than half means who has won the majority of the constituencies in the state, that becomes the ruling party. किसी भी पार्टी के एमएलए जो आधे से ज्यादा नंबर कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी जीत लिया है, वो रूलिंग पार्टी बन जाती है. दैट मीन्स इट फॉर्म्स द गवर्नमेंट. Then the MLAs belonging to the ruling party will elect their leader who will become the chief minister. और जो MLA belong करता है ruling party को, वो elect होता है as a leader and वो बाद में क्या बनेगा? Chief minister. So MLAs belonging to ruling party will elect their leader. जो MLAs ruling party जो अब गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म हो गई, जो भी पार्टी के ज्यादा से ज्यादा MLAs मोर देन हाफ ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसीज में उनकी मेजोरिटी से विन हो गए, वो रूलिंग पार्टी फॉर्म करेगी, वो गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म करेगी. और जब वो गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म करेगी, तो जो MLAs रूलिंग पार्टी को बिलोंग करते हैं, नाउ दे हैव द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू इलेक्ट देयर लीडर। अब वो अपना लीडर इलेक्ट करेंगे, जो जितने भी एमएलए है, मेंबर ऑफ लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली, और वो लीडर बाद में क्या बनते हैं, चीफ मिनिस्टर। Now the chief minister then selects other people as ministers. A chief minister now appoints as other ministers. The governor of the state then appoints the chief minister and other ministers. अब जो governor of the state बनेंगे वो chief minister और other ministers को भी appoint करते हैं. That is uh, the process how the MLAs become the ministers. Next question. Why should decisions taken by the Chief Minister and other ministers be debated in the Legislative Assembly? Now the question arises, why should decision taken by the Chief Minister? जो भी डिसीजन लिया जाता है चीफ मिनिस्टर, अब चीफ मिनिस्टर इलेक्ट हो गया, चूज हो गया मेंबर्स ऑफ द लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली के द्वारा। अब वो चीफ मिनिस्टर और अदर मिनिस्टर जो भी डिबेट होते हैं, जो भी डिस्कशंस होते हैं, इनके द्वारा चीफ मिनिस्टर और के द्वारा और अदर मिनिस्टर्स के द्वारा जो भी डिसीजंस लिए जाते हैं उनको क्यों डिबेट के रूप में लिया जाता है लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में। सम आर फॉर द ओपिनियन, सम आर अगेंस्ट द ओपिनियन। व्हाई इज दिस थिंग हैपनिंग? Now, the decision taken by the Chief Minister and other ministers must be debated in the Legislative Assembly because during debate it is discussed whether a particular decision is in interest of people at large or not. Now, the decision which are taken by the Chief Minister and other ministers, they must be debated. उन उनका एक तरीके से डिबेट हुआ जाता है लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में, how many are favor of that particular decision, how many are not in favor of that particular decision. So this type of debate in the legislative assembly is there because during the debate it is discussed whether a particular decision is interest of the people or at large or not. क्योंकि एक तरीके से देखा जाता है कि जो भी डिसीजन लिया गया है चीफ मिनिस्टर एंड मिनिस्टर्स के द्वारा, दूसरे उनके कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर्स के द्वारा जो भी डिसीजन लिया गया है वो पीपल, लोगों के फेवर में है कि नहीं है, लोगों के इंटरेस्ट में है कि नहीं है। So this is the main reason why the decision taken by the chief minister and other ministers are debated in the legislative assembly. I'm repeating again the first point. The decision taken by the chief minister and other ministers be debated in the legislative assembly because during debate it is discussed, क्या डिस्कस किया जाता है, whether a particular decision is in interest of people at large or not, मीन्स ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों को उस डिसीजन से बेनिफिट हो रहा है या नहीं। Clear the first point? Now second point, it is also discussed whether it is urgent or not. How much would it cost the government? Is there anything objectionable for any particular community, etc.? और भी जो भी डिसीजन लिया जाता है, ये भी डिसाइड किया जाता है कि जो भी डिसीजन लिया गया है चीफ मिनिस्टर और मिनिस्टर्स के द्वारा ये अर्जेंट है कि नहीं है, और जो भी डिसीजन लिया गया है उसका क्या कॉस्ट गवर्नमेंट पे आएगा, कितना उसको एक्सपेंड करना पड़ेगा, स्पेंड करना पड़ेगा गवर्नमेंट को, उसके लिए कितना खर्चा देना पड़ेगा, जो भी डिसाइड किया है चीफ मिनिस्टर और मिनिस्टर ने। एंड इज देयर एनीथिंग ऑब्जेक्शनेबल फॉर एनी पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी? कुछ भी ऐसी बात तो नहीं है वो डिसीजन लेने पर कि कोई पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी के सेंटीमेंट्स या कोई पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी का कोई प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो जाए। तो ये सब पूरा कुछ ध्यान में रखते हैं डिबेट, इसीलिए होती है लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में जब कोई पर्टिकुलर डिसीजन लिया जाता है चीफ मिनिस्टर और मिनिस्टर्स के द्वारा। Now next question, what is the difference between the work that MLAs do in the assembly and the work done by the government departments? Now you have to write down the difference between the work of the MLA, that is members of legislative assembly, and the work done by the government departments. The difference between the work that MLAs do in the assembly and the work done by the government department is that every department is headed by the minister. हर गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट का हेड होता है जो कि एक मिनिस्टर होता है. Who is also an MLA. वो भी एक MLA. This is also MLA only. So who is also the MLA only? The minister approves any work done or proposed by the department. अब जो भी मिनिस्टर वो वर्क मिनिस्टर अप्रूव करता है, जो भी वर्क कोई भी होता है जो डिपार्टमेंट में, वो ये मिनिस्टर ऑफ लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली जो कि हेड भी है एक तरीके से गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस का, वो अप्रूव करता है. द डिपार्टमेंट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द प्रोजेक्शन एंड कंप्लीशन ऑफ द वर्क. अब यही डिपार्टमेंट जो गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट है, ये रिस्पॉन्सिबल होगा कुछ भी वर्क जो लिया गया है उसको अप्रूव किया है तो वो पूरा करने का, कंप्लीशन ऑफ द वर्क, उस वर्क को पूरा करने का भी उसी पे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होगी गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट पे. Whereas MLA or minister coordinate between the assembly and the departments. और जो MLA दूसरे MLA होते हैं जिनको कोई गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट नहीं सौंपा गया है, वो एक तरीके से कोऑर्डिनेशन बैठाते हैं असेंबली और इन गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स के बीच में. क्लियर मीन्स कोई भी डिस्प्यूट अराइज हो जाता है, कुछ भी कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है या कहीं भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट होने वाली होती है कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट से या कोई भी डिस्कशन से, तो ये जो मिनिस्टर ऑफ लेजिस्लेटिव मेंबर्स ऑफ द लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली है, ये कोऑर्डिनेट करते हैं, ये बताते हैं द गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट के मिनिस्टर्स को और असेंबली, स्टेट असेंबली में, legislative assembly. Hope all the answers are clear. That's all for today. And today we end up all the revision work of all the lessons we have done. Go through each and every lesson nicely and keep one extra map of India with you at home only so that whenever in the annual exam, the last question is there for you to do the means I map work, you can have the map with you. Clear? That's all for today. Thanks.